What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Balante and I'm back with another trade recap video. And today we're going over how I lost $787 this week trading supply and demand. So as you can see right here, we have Tuesday we lost $802. Wednesday we lost Wednesday we won 770, and Thursday we lost 755. So let's go ahead and hop on these charts, and I'm gonna show y'all the trades I took this week. So if we go on Tuesday we had a demand setup, and I know it looks like we look bearish on the 15-minute, but if we go on the 4-hour, we are bearish. On the 4-hour, we have breaks of structure right here. On the 4-hour, this is a major break of structure on the 4-hour, and we have this minor break of structure right here. And if we go on the 1-hour, we are bearish and we are bullish as well. On the 1-hour, we have breaks of structure right here, major break of structure right here, breaks of structure. So I'm going into the day looking for bullish buys. So I saw that we have a demand setup. This demand setup has a break of structure right here. This is a minor break of structure right here and right here. So originally I am anticipating price to do something like this. It breaks out. I'd mark my demand zone, and I want price to come back in my zone, and and to continue going up. So that's what is called a demand. So I like my demand zones to have a gap. So basically where there's aggressive buying, that price left a gap behind. So there's a gap from right here to where I marked my zone. So I anticipate price to come back, tap that zone, and react off of it to go bullish. So the price came and tapped my zone, and I'm waiting for my entry, which is the next candle break that breaks this candle right here, this green doji right here. So I got in next candle. Let's see. So this is where I got in at. My stop loss is right here, and I was going for a 2-to-1 risk to reward, and this trade just ended up reversing on me. And I didn't take this one. I was only one and done for that day. So I didn't place that trade. I was one and done. So if we go on to Wednesday, which I took a supply setup on gold right here, and this trade got cut early. This would have been a full winner, but for prop firm on Lucid, they ended trading day at 4 o'clock, and this trade was going all the way into 4 o'clock, so it stopped me out. But thankfully it stopped me out in profit. But if it didn't stop me out in profit, this trade would have hit for a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So if we go on the 4-hour, we are bearish. We have breaks of structure right here, break of structure right here, break of structure right here. So that just indicates that we are bearish on the 4-hour. And if we go on the 1-hour as well, we have breaks of structure right here. We have this major break of structure, this structure being broken. And if you also don't understand breaks of structure, you can look on the line chart. On the line chart, we see these lows are getting breaking, these lows. So it's creating lower lows, higher highs, lower lows, higher highs. So that indicates we are on a downtrend. So if we go on the 15-minute, we're doing the same thing. We're breaking lows, making higher highs, breaking lows, making higher highs. We have breaks of structure right here. We got this break of structure. So this is what I saw coming into the day. I saw that we have this break of structure right here and a break of structure right here. And I saw that we have aggressive selling. That price came and it left a gap. I left a gap from right here. Let me go back for y'all. So we have aggressive selling coming out of this supply. We have aggressive selling, and price left this gap. That price, I anticipate price to drop down, come back, tap the zone, and drop down once again. So something just like this, aggressive selling, want price to come, touch the zone, and drop back down again. And that's what it did. Price came and tapped my zone. I didn't answer this candle because this candle didn't break below this candle, so I'm waiting for the next candle. And my stop loss is the wick that touched the zone, so it would be right here. So this is where so since this wick, this candle went above this candle, this would be my new stop loss. Since this is currently the highest wick that touched the zone, and I'm waiting for next candle to break, so I got in right here. And take profit is a 2-to-1, and this trade did take some time. It took like high key turned into a swing trade a little bit, but I think I got stopped out around like 4 o'clock, so like around like 15. So somewhere in profit, like somewhere over here, I got stopped out. But if I was on a prop firm and I was on my live account and I swing traded the whole day, this would have been a winner, actually. Would it? Actually, no. This would have been a loser. So, yeah, this would have been a loser. But, okay. Let's go to Thursday. Thursday, I lost 755. And that was on MES. And this was completely my fault. I'm not even going to lie. So, let's go. So, if we look on here, if we just strictly look on the 15 minute, we see that we are bearish. We have break of structure right here. We have a break of structure right here, and right here. These are all break of structure. If you look on the line chart, break of structure right here, break of structure right here. And this isn't a break of structure actually, because it threw a liquidity grab since there were no candles that closed below here, so that indicated it was a liquidity grab. So the only valid really break of structure is right here on this setup. So if we go on the 15 minute, it looks like we're bearish. On the 4 hour, so this is where I went wrong. On the 4 hour, we tapped into a 4 hour demand. And for one of my rules, if I see that we're in a 4 hour demand or a 1 hour demand, or vice versa, a 1 hour supply or a 4 hour supply, and if I'm going against that, like let's say like here, how it was a 4 hour demand on the 4 hour, and here how I took a supply, I shouldn't have done that, because the 4 hour is always going to overpower the 15 minute, especially when it comes into supply and demand setups like these. So I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't conscious of that we were in a 4 hour demand. So I looked on the 1 hour. I saw that, okay, we have a break of structure right here on the 1 hour. So I saw that we had this 1 hour supply as well. And I saw that I lined up with this 15 minute. So I'm like, okay, cool. We have a 1 hour and a 15 minute supply. But if I just glanced on the 4 hour, I would have saw that we were in a 4 hour demand. So I would have taken the setup, but I didn't do that. I took the setup, and this ended up being a loser, and price just skyrocketed for the rest of the day because we were in that 4 hour demand. So I got in right here. This would have been my stop loss, 2-to-1. This was 9:30, and price just stopped me out, and that was it for that day. Just a one and done day, and price just went bullish the whole rest of the day because I believe we were in that 4 hour demand. And if I wanted to take this, I would have waited until I saw a bullish break of structure, and that bullish break of structure was right here. This is a minor break of structure, but still a break of structure that indicates that, okay, going bullish on the 15-minute time frame based off that 4-hour demand. And we have breaks of structure right here as well, and right here. And once again, if you can't see these, you go on the line chart. You see the little pins at the top, the little marks at the top. These are all breaks of structure. Right here, these are all highs getting broken. So now we're making lower lows and higher highs, lower lows and higher highs. So that indicates that we're going on a uptrend. So that was my week. That was a costly mistake on my end on Thursday. I will for sure be more aware of that. And we all make mistakes, but it's just about learning from your mistakes and implementing your mistakes, and to be cautious or conscious. So yeah, this was a great week for me. First week of June, so hopefully next week is a better week, and hopefully we can end June off a pretty good month. So yeah, that's my trade recap for this week. I'll catch y'all next week for the next trade recap video. Alright, man. Peace.